Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at 6, working for you.
Now at 6, the Israeli military is calling for Gaza residents to move south as the war with Hamas intensifies, while the U.S. Secretary of State is meeting with key Middle East leaders. Plus, the wildfire in Pulaski County is 90% contained. We'll let you know how many acres the fire has burned. And Election Day is less than a week away, but many have already cast their ballot. The number of people who turned out for early voting. Good evening, and thank you for joining us for 10 News at 6. I'm Alyssa Ray. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is meeting with key Middle Eastern powers Saturday at a summit in Jordan. The Israeli military again called on Gaza residents to move south Saturday as it focuses its offensive against Hamas in Gaza City and northern parts of the enclave. Rob Kirkpatrick has the latest developments.
America's top diplomat joined Arab leaders and foreign ministers for a high-stakes meeting on Saturday as the Israel-Hamas war rages on. But Secretary of State Antony Blinken was at odds with Arab partners as he emphasized again U.S. opposition to a ceasefire.
It's our view that a ceasefire now would simply leave Hamas in place, able to regroup and repeat what it did on October 7th.
Calls for a ceasefire have grown after Israel admitted to targeting an ambulance in a medical convoy near a hospital in Gaza City on Friday that Hamas-run health authorities say killed 15 people. Israel claimed it targeted the ambulance because it was being used by Hamas.
We're going out of our way to prevent civilian casualties, not only by asking civilians to move, calling them to move, arranging a place for them to be, which is safe.
It cannot be justified under any pretext, and it will not bring Israel security. It will not bring the region peace.
Blinken said the meeting with Arab leaders was productive, and all parties are committed to working together on the issue.
We may have different views and positions on certain necessary steps to achieve that objective. But today we reaffirmed our individual commitments to continuing to work toward that end, an end that we share.
Rob Kirkpatrick, 10 News, working for you.
A large pro-Palestinian demonstration is being held today in Washington, D.C. Gaza supporters are arriving by bus from as far away as Chicago, Houston, and Tampa in order to take part. Protesters are calling for an immediate ceasefire in the conflict and for Gaza to be freed from Israeli control. Speakers took to the stage to lead the crowd in chants and to call for freedom for Palestinian people in Gaza.
Where the United States government has refused to call for a ceasefire, despite 66% of Americans polling to be in support of a ceasefire. Just this week, we saw the United States administration vote to send an additional $14.5 billion in military aid to Israel, essentially rewarding Israel for its genocide against the Palestinian people. And so it's critical that we are gathered in the masses today and for the weeks to come in order to oppose this genocide against the Palestinian people.
Protesters also want the United States to stop sending aid to Israel to bolster their military efforts in what they describe as a genocide against residents of Gaza. Turning now to your forecast. It was sunny today, and it's not as cold as it has been this week. Meteorologist Marshall Downing joins us now. And Marshall, how's our Sunday shaping up?
Well, it's looking a little bit even nicer than we were today, and that's a trend that we get to continue as we keep on going into the week ahead. Right now out in Blacksburg, it's 63 degrees. Now, we did have sun earlier on. In the last little bit, some clouds have filled in, but we're not looking at a whole lot of cloud cover. Most of that's staying in the highlands or north. There are some showers out in Missouri. None of that's really approaching us because of the same strong high pressure that we've had for quite some time. Now, early on, that was bringing some cooler air, but at this point, it's starting to bring some warmer air in, and it's going to stay pretty strong, pushing away any cold fronts as we go through a lot of next week. On top of that, tonight is when we set our clocks back, so if you wanted to be an early bird, you could get it done now, or you can just wait until tomorrow morning. That's when your phone will be updated, and technically the switchover point is at 2 a.m. If you really want to stay up that late and switch it over, then you'd be right on time, but you could also just wait till tomorrow, and everything will pretty much go okay there. Our sunrise time is going to go from 7:40 6:47 this morning, back to 6:48 tomorrow. And we are losing daylight, but only a little bit. It's not like we're losing a whole hour's worth. We're only losing about 2 minutes. We've been losing time consistently since the summer solstice, so that's nothing weird. What you're going to notice on top of the different sunrise time is the different sunset time. That's going to be before 5:30 from now through the middle of January, with the earliest, I think, being 5:01 on the winter solstice, or a little bit before that in some places too. Most of us are still able to warm up despite the shift in when we have our sunshine. We're going to see temperatures well up into the 70s and even trying to get towards 80 by the middle of next week. Then we've got another cold front that brings some much needed rain and also some cooler temperatures. I'll show you all those ups and downs a little bit later on. Back to you, Alyssa.
Deputies say Lewis Webb, the man you see on your screen, is now facing several charges, including first-degree murder in connection to the death of 46-year-old Michael Hairston, who was found dead in his apartment with a gunshot wound to the head. This comes just days after police arrested Angelina Spade, who was arrested as another suspect after her and Webb appeared to be seen here on surveillance video near the scene of the crime. Webb is currently being held without bond. For more information, you can visit our website at WSLS.com. Officials with Pulaski County Emergency Management say the wildfire that burned over 530 acres of land is now 90% contained. They say the Virginia Department of Forestry crews will continue to monitor the area throughout the weekend. Roads in the surrounding area have opened back up. The fire started on October 29th when officials received a call of a wildfire on Parrot River Road. Since then, emergency crews have worked hard to control the situation. As the countdown to Decision 2023 approaches, 10 News reporter Connor Dietrich is working for you to show how Republicans and Democrats are making their final pushes to get their respective candidates into the General Assembly.
The road to power and control within the Virginia General Assembly is expected to come down to the wire. With just days left before election night, both Democrats and Republicans are taking every last minute to campaign. Governor Youngkin spending his time in Southwest Virginia's Montgomery County with a clear message to voters.
We gotta hold the House and flip the Senate. Hold the House and flip the Senate. Folks, when we come together, we can move mountains.
Meanwhile, Democratic Party of Virginia Chairwoman Suzanne Swecker making her case to vote blue.
The extreme MAGA Republicans, if they are allowed to fully take over, will roll back all of the progress that we have made. So everything is on the line.
Throughout the campaign, Democrats have used Youngkin's abortion policy to try and sway voters. Republicans, on the other hand, promoting the $5 billion in tax cuts, along with parents' rights in school. Virginia's election will have implications locally and also give a peek as to the issues on voters' mind. With several close races throughout the Commonwealth, eyes here and around the country will be on Virginia come Tuesday. Connor Dietrich, 10 News, working for you.
With less than a week to go until Election Day, plenty of people have already gone out to cast their votes across the Commonwealth. The registrar tells us there has been a pretty steady stream of early voters the past few weeks. Around 5,000 voters are expected by the end of the early voting period. We're told this is about average, and by the time Election Day is said and done, they expect about a 45 to 50% turnout.
The things voters need to bear in mind is the House of Delegates race is one that's held every 2 years. However, because of statewide redistricting 2 years ago, the maps were not ready, so the last election for House of Delegates was actually 4 years ago.
Early voting ended about an hour ago, but you'll be able to make your voice heard on Tuesday. And of course, 10 News will bring you live team coverage on Election Day, from the polls to the watch parties. We'll have crews all across our region. And when we're not on air, you'll find updates online at WSLS.com or by scanning the QR code on your screen. You can also get alerts sent straight to your phone with the 10 News app. Coming up, a sweet celebration honoring a member of the greatest generation. A local World War II veteran is sharing his story with 10 News. A World War II veteran is sharing his story right here at home. 98-year-old Marion Knoll from Eagle Rock was honored today for his service in Japan during World War II. Knoll was a member of the Navy and served in Iwo Jima. Today, a private war museum in Catawba recognized Knoll and allowed him to share his experience from the war. He then presented a 48-star flag to the museum, similar to the one his ship carried during the war. That was later raised in the famous picture of the Battle of Iwo Jima.
Wondered if it would ever come about. We're talking about something that happened 70-some years ago.
Tonight on 10 News at 11, we'll share more of Knoll's his story and the history he wants to share with others for years to come. Still ahead, the most delicious event in the Blue Ridge is back, the special event for a good cause. And here's a live look from our Liberty University Sky Cam. Beautiful little sunset. Coming up on 10 News at 6, Marshall will have another check of your forecast. It's the most delicious event in the Blue Ridge. It features a curated collection of candy connoisseurs, say that 10 times fast, plus vendors, exhibitors, huge kid zone, and photo ops for an incredible day of fun for the entire family.
At the Chocolate Festival today, we not only have local vendors here sampling out chocolate, and then we have shopping experiences as well with craft vendors and things, but we also have 18 different chocolatier companies from around the United States.
All the proceeds are benefiting Center in the Square Foundation.
The 10 News Weather Authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
Hello, everyone. Rather dry right now. Through this evening, we're going to stay rather dry, and there's not much in terms of showers heading our way anytime soon. To look at rainfall accumulations, first let's go ahead and pause so we can look at what's happening right now, and then we can switch over to the accumulations that we've seen in the last 24 hours, which is, for us, unsurprisingly, has been nothing, but there has been a little bit more as you go offshore and then further into the northeast. But it goes to show a lot of the eastern side and even towards the central and western sides of the country are staying rather dry. dry. Even the fronts that come through later on this week don't affect us too much. So if you want to spend time outside, this is a great week for it, especially as temperatures get even warmer on Sunday. Most of us are in the mid to upper 60s for Sunday's highs, with some of us even getting towards the 70s in Lynchburg and Southside. On Monday, rather, it's about the same temperature-wise, maybe a degree warmer, maybe a degree cooler, but then we'll see some extra warmth building in as we get towards the days further into the middle of the week. Now, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday all have rather calm winds. It's a little gusty on Tuesday in the afternoon when we have the height of our winds, but none of those are bad enough that you're going to have to stay inside. Maybe just pull the trash can into the garage if you have that option. Most of us stay pretty nice and mild thanks to some strong high pressure that we've got not only through this weekend, but well into the middle of next week. Now, that is going to help to steer the first cold front away that tries to come our direction, tries to bring some showers towards us. But the next low pressure system actually will override our major high that we'll have toward the south. So first, that's going to bring in a lot of warmer air as it keeps on coming up from the Gulf towards the warm front. And then afterwards, this cold front that's off towards the west will sweep in, bring some rain for the first days and cooler temperatures as we get towards next weekend. Until that point, we stay nice and dry, lots of comfortable temperatures. But unfortunately, because we are so dry, it does not help our drought conditions. Now, we're nowhere near as bad as most of Louisiana or into parts of Mississippi, but the extreme drought is extending through more and more of Tennessee. And with how dry we're going to be this week, I wouldn't be totally surprised if that extends up into Virginia. Right now, we've got a severe drought in parts of the highlands in Lynchburg zone, and the moderate drought extending to most places outside of that. You have to go into parts of Pocahontas and Greenbrier to see anything that's at least close to what we should have, and our rain doesn't even really come until Friday, only sprinkles on Thursday. Tonight we fall back down into the 40s with most temperatures down towards the low 40s. Covington's at 41, even Martinsville at 37. Temperatures Sunday are able to rise more, a lot more 60s and even some 70s there. Danville's at 70, Blacksburg's at 65. And then on Monday, temperatures are, again, about the same. Danville 70, Blacksburg 64 there. On the extended forecast, temperatures are going to rise most noticeably on Tuesday, get to the mid-70s, even a few upper 70s there, and then some showers start to work their way in as that cold front approaches, brings us down back to the 50s by Saturday. But because of the calm weather, 3 degrees been kind to us so far. Even though we're at 69 for the forecast this morning, it's looking like we'll shape up pretty nicely with temperatures in a lot of places getting to around 70.
It's going to feel nice after what we went through this week. It was so chilly, and now all of a sudden to see those 70s come back, it's like, oh, so winter's not here.
Right? And even after like our next front comes through, we're still pretty comfortable. Lots of like 50s, 60s there. So if you can't wear your fall sweaters this week, you have another chance without it being too cold.
Well, so you're saying it could be sweater weather?
Oh, look at that.
Okay. Thank you, Marshall. All right, we're already working for you on 10 News at 11, and homework can take a toll on everyone in the house, kids and parents included. We'll share ways to get those after-school assignments done with your sanity intact. And coming up, a town council candidate is hoping his popularity will win him the seat. His promises to his fellow citizens if he wins the election. With Election Day rapidly approaching, Andrew McClung introduces us to one candidate in a Southwest Virginia town council election that has good manners and loves treats.
St. Paul business owner Jerry Mead speaks highly of him.
Well, he's more popular than the citizens.
Checks on everyone in the mornings. But he's just such a popular character that everybody loves. We thought it would be just an awesome thing for him to hold office.
Clinch Life Outfitters owner Melisson Clark is talking about her 2-year-old golden doodle.
Up here.
Scooby.
We joke that he's the most popular person in town, and that's what led to us wanting him to run for town council.
Yes, you heard that right. The most popular dog in town is running for office.
Everybody that comes in knows Scooby. Everybody in town knows Scooby. So we had joked that we ought to let Scooby run for mayor, but...
You running for town council?
This year's a town council election, and we decided he needed some experience before we run for mayor.
And Scooby has some big ideas for his four-legged friends. You want a treat?
He wants a dog park. He wants more pet-friendly dining options here in town. He wants the swimming pool open at the end of the year for a doggy day at the pool.
So the question is,
hey Scooby, yeah.
Can people actually vote for Scooby? And can he win a seat on the town council? The answer is yes and no. Yes, you can write in Scooby's name on the ballot, but according to Virginia Code, Section 24.2-500, it says that in order to hold any office of the Commonwealth or its governmental units, a person must be qualified to vote for office.
Regardless of how the election turns out, he just wants to bring attention to the fact of the things that he does want in town, like the dog park and like just to make it a more friendly pet town.
A little pup with big dreams to help his four-legged friends, and his community says this little furball of fun has been a big treat.
I'm Team Scooby.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a great
Who's
idea.
he running against, though? Did they say? I was talking to Marshall.
Oh, yeah, we were a little busy.
No, but I mean, I think it's cute.
Yeah, absolutely. And at least there's good weather going up towards Election Day. Hopefully we're able to hold on to this heat for a while.
Got that going for us.
Most of us are able to warm up into the 70s before the week is out. So if you did enjoy summer-like weather, this is basically what the average is at the end of summer, start of fall. So that late September going into October period. But if that's a little on the warm side for you, we got some extra temperatures cooling back down towards the end of the week. We're going to be back around 60 degrees there. Now, Thursday evening, there's a shower chance. That is very late in the day. It's more just kind of there as a heads up. You'll start to see rain as the sun starts to set. But then Friday is more consistently showery, and I think Saturday's got more rain, especially south of 460. To the north, it looks a little bit drier. Again, that's about a week out at this point, so that's going to get narrowed down as we get closer. But that is going to cool us down. This weekend will certainly be warmer than next weekend.
All right. Thank you, Marshall, and thank you for joining us for 10 News at 6. We'll see you tonight for 10 News at 11.